Things to normalize as parents this summer. Let's discuss. Hi everyone, OABC, the Queen of Reality. On this show, this is where we discuss reality of life. Parents, as a young person, as a guardian, as a lady, as a man, we discuss several things. I appreciate you all for always coming through and listening to this show. Thank you for always encouraging me. So, it's summertime and the kids are home again. Yay! How many parents are excited? You're not excited? You know. Now, speaking for the teachers, now is the time for you to experience what the teachers face at school. No, it's okay. They need both lives. So, yeah, the summer is upon us. Hallelujah. So, on this episode, I want us to discuss things to normalize. And please do well to drop your comments after watching. I'll appreciate it. I'd like to know what's on your mind. What do you have to say? Do you agree with me? Are there other things you want to add? So for me, I'm going to think off of my head. Um, I came back from where I went to, and I was just thinking. So I thought, let's discuss this. Things to normalize. I think we should normalize rest for our kids. So I know some of us feel guilty at times when our kids don't go for summer classes. Uh, it's not by force. You can choose for them not to go for summer classes. That's truth. Classroom learning is not the only type of learning. Okay, we have to understand that. So especially I personally, as someone who I could say I'm an educationist, that normalize rest for this category of kids. One, kids who were in the hostel before they came home for summer, who were away before they came home. Either they were staying with somebody, whatever, whatever. I normalized rest for them. I also normalize rest for kids who probably their school is far away, so they tend to wake up early to go to school. I normalize rest. Rest is also part of life. And have you ever had a case where you wanted to get something done for those who do mental work and you had not rest, you spent hours doing that thing. And when after rest, you found that you could spend 30 minutes getting the job done. So, rest is part of life. They need it. Please, let's normalize rest for them. I know some of us feel guilty about um, not letting them go for summer, feeling like, oh, they're going to lose out a lot. Yes, as important as summer classes are, they might as well need to rest. All right. Don't forget these kids do mental work, going to school, learning. I don't know many of us who had made attempt at going back to school and you see how very, very easy it was. You know, I'm being sarcastic here. They are doing great work and we have to give it to them for that. So let's normalize rest. Just also normalize children picking up other, engaging in other activity aside from the learning from the four words of the class. It could be vocational studies, it could be other other activities. It could be traveling. Yes, it could be them seeing other cities during summer. Let's normalize it. If you have the money, let them see other places. Part of learning. Let's just normalize them taking up other learning aside from the one from the four words of the class. It's very important. It's going to help them. Um, let's normalize it. If you have the money, let them do it. Let's also normalize reviewing their work during summer. So you can choose that during this summer. I'm just going to review your last term's work because I feel you've not assimilated enough. We need to understand that some of these kids oftentimes read just to pass, and afterwards they really can't explain what they've been taught. So we could help them if we feel that particular subject is very important and we need them to make it sink into their system. Let's normalize reviewing that work for the summer. It doesn't have to be summer class. Can be reviewing that work. And not to go far away. I want to go back to them learning other things aside from the forwards of the classroom learning. Aside from traveling, it could be skills. It could be them picking up a skill. If you ask me, I would say a child from 8 years upwards should be introduced to some skills. Okay, it could be carpentry. Uh, there are elementary levels for these things, and let's normalize it. But whilst doing it, let's ensure to liaise with the child and have a conversation to know if it's what they are interested in, and not force it on them. Not make it look like a case of, oh, yes, yes, this person did it and the person was wealthy. It's a lucrative one. I want you to learn it. It will pay you, and we start to preach. No, we ask the child. We can guide the child to make a better choice, but let's not force. Lastly, I'll say parents. Would that be lastly? No, I think something came to my mind now. So next one would be let's normalize delegation during the summer. I think it's high time parents begin to accept the fact, especially women, that you don't have to be able to do everything. I think, as a matter of fact, when it comes to child nurturing, for everything someone else can do better than you, I think it's better you delegate to them. Let's normalize delegation. As mothers, especially, we do a lot at times and we end up doing rubbish just because we want to win the trophy of the wife of the year. If you're in a country where you can delegate, please delegate gladly, especially in areas where you know you're not good at. Let's normalize delegation during the summer. Okay, you don't have to be the one doing XYZ. And I know sometimes because of people we have around, we might look like lazy. Whatever it is anybody calls it, don't care. Normalize balancing your life. Have a life. Because sometimes some of us are so drained that we bleed on our kids. We have to normalize delegation. And lastly, normalize character check on our kids. The older the kids grow, the more they change their behavior. Some of our we parents, we are very outdated in our child's behavior. And I'm saying for a fact. This is how you know. Many times when the child goes out, you notice that people say something about the child that you don't even understand. You have not noticed. Because the child gives you the version of what he or she wants you to see. So let's normalize character check. Summertime is when you get to have a close relationship, have a close watch on that child to know if the values which you have instilled in them is still there. Because don't forget, the higher they grow, the stronger the peer pressure. So please let's normalize character check and let's have fun this summer. Someone would say, which fun? Where is the fun? But it's okay. Let's just have fun. Let's bond with them. It's high time we bond with them, play games with them, and have all the fun we can have. Thank you very much for listening to this. Like I said when I was starting, do well to drop your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you agree with what I said. Do you have any addition to what I've said? Are there some things you feel I shouldn't have said? Please let's engage in this community. Until I come your way again, until I come your way again, I remain your best friend. Bye.